Anunoby and Siakam in at the forward slots. Lowry out there with Fred VanVleet. And it's Baines in at the 5, roaming the paint. And for the Celtics, round the small floor with Tatum holding down the 4 spot. And it's Tice in at the center position. And this is what we've been waiting for all summer long, all off season long. After many months, Doris, basketball is finally back.
And what's incredible, Kevin, is the NBA's popularity just continues to grow. And there's worldwide enthusiasm. The NBA players represent the league so well, and my goodness gracious, can they play some basketball?
Interesting how now the league, Doris, is commanding the calendar all year round. It used to be such a seasonal game. Now it's 365 days a year.
So many storylines throughout the course of the summer. Who's playing where and with whom?
Smart passes to Walker. Brown outside. He feeds it to Tatum. It's hauled in by the Raptors. Their last encounter was in Boston, where they were able to handle the Celtics.
Well, they coasted to the win in that one. Were dominant in the rebound department, and that was a huge factor.
I think there was no question they brought a level of physicality along with a tremendous work ethic, and it was why they were successful. Well, he's a quality mid-range shooter, but he can't get that one to go.
Smart deciding where to go with it. Here's Walker. No good there. Now Toronto takes it the other way. Here's VanVleet. And a miss there on the triple. Celtics on offense. Tatum kicks to Walker. And in the first, a little over a minute and a half in. Count that one.
About time. Starting to wonder a bit if they were ever going to knock a shot down.
Pass to VanVleet. Here's Anunoby. Back to VanVleet. Launches it. Bangs home the trifecta.
Listen, this guy's so dangerous from beyond the arc. Kyle Lowry has always been a knockdown three-point shooter.
Smart passes to Tatum. Back to Smart. And it's VanVleet with the rebound.
Boy, this guy is a good finisher, so he misses a chippy. That's tough to take.
Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Undrafted out of Wichita State, Fred VanVleet, never the most heralded player, Doris. But you know, he says he bet on himself, and it's worked.
No doubt. VanVleet's belief in himself gets him a 2-year, $18 million contract. But I think beyond that, this man, in the moments that mattered most in the playoffs, proved that Fred VanVleet will deliver.
Passing of the great John Havlicek.
No, Greg, he spent his entire career with the Celtics. He won 8 titles along the way. He was known as one of
the great John.
Anunoby and Siakam in at the forward slots. Lowry out there with Fred VanVleet. And it's Baines in at the 5, roaming the paint. And for the Celtics, Walker and Smart, the guards. Round the small floor with Tatum holding down the 4 spot. And it's Tice in at the center position. And this is what we've been waiting for all summer long, all off season long. After many months, Doris, basketball is finally back.
And what's incredible, Kevin, is the NBA's popularity just continues to grow. And there's worldwide enthusiasm. The NBA players represent the league so well, and my goodness gracious, can they play some basketball?
Interesting how now the league, Doris, is commanding the calendar all year round. It used to be such a seasonal game. Now it's 365 days a year.
So many storylines throughout the course of the summer. Who's playing where and with whom?
Smart passes to Walker. Brown outside. He feeds it to Tatum. It's hauled in by the Raptors. Their last encounter was in Boston, where they were able to handle the Celtics.
Well, they coasted to the win in that one. Were dominant in the rebound department, and that was a huge factor.
I think there was no question they brought a level of physicality along with a tremendous work ethic, and it was why they were successful. Well, he's a quality mid-range shooter, but he can't get that one to go.
Smart deciding where to go with it. Here's Walker. No good there. Now Toronto takes it the other way. Here's Van Vliet. And a miss there on the triple. Celtics on offense. Tatum kicks to Walker. And in the first, a little over a minute and a half in. Count that one.
About time. Starting to wonder a bit if they were ever gonna knock a shot down.
Pass to Van Vliet. Here's on an open. Back to Van Vliet. Launches it. Bangs home the trifecta.
Listen, this guy's so dangerous from beyond the arc. Kyle Lowry has always been a knockdown three-point shooter.
Smart passes to Tatum. Back to Smart. And it's Van Vliet with the rebound.
Boy, this guy is a good finisher, so he misses a chippy. That's tough to take.
Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Undrafted out of Wichita State, Fred Van Vliet, never the most heralded player, Doris. But you know, he says he bet on himself, and it's worked.
No doubt. Van Vliet's belief in himself gets him a 2-year, $18 million contract. But I think beyond that, this man, in the moments that mattered most in the playoffs, proved that Fred Van Vliet will deliver.
And the first one at the line is good.
And the Celtics last season mourning the passing of the great John Havlicek.
No, Greg, he spent his entire career with the Celtics. He won 8 titles along the way. He was known as one of the great competitors and a class individual. His legacy undoubtedly will live on.
That's also good. So he hits both free throws. And only 6 feet tall in shoes. Fred Van Vliet's not the biggest, but his toughness, mentally and physically, is unquestioned.
And Kevin, growing up in Rockford, Illinois, gave him that perspective. Friends and family gone too soon. Basketball was the path to something better.
Yet another miss, just 1 for 5. Not exactly an ideal start.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
Celtics trail by 6. Inside. And slam dunk by Tatum.
Well, if he gets near the cup, Jason Tatum will leave, no doubt. Woo-hoo!
Van Vliet looking around. Lowry against Walker. Lowry can't get it to go.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
Back to Tatum. Shoots over Van Vliet. A nice shot by Tatum.
Wow, how about the start to this game? Taking excellent shots, capitalizing on everything the defense is giving him. This is great stuff.
Here's Van Vliet. He can't hit that time. Great D that time from Tatum. Outside, Walker. Back to Tatum. And slam dunk by Tatum.
Boy, you love the aggression. This is where Tatum has improved, converting off the bounce.
Now here's Van Vliet. Tight defense on him. That one goes. Count it.
Yeah, and you can see the defense broke down there, allowing him to get all the way to the hoop. Outside,
Walker. Here's Smart. It's rebounded by Kyle Lowry.
Boy, he really wanted that shot, trying to make the defense pay for leaving him that wide open.
Siakam passes to Lowry. Lets it go with a three. Rebound, Boston.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench if he keeps shooting it like that. He has been putrid here this quarter.
Now, here's Tice. He's covered closely. Now Van Vliet. To the inside. Baines. Good, and Van Vliet gets the assist.
How good a playmaker are we watching? Always leading, always trying to create for others.
Outside, Smart. Tatum against Siakam. Good D by Siakam.
Got to credit the defense. They found a way to stop him, and that's never an easy task.
And Lowry gets it to go. Lowry's got 5.
Well, no fear in Kyle Lowry's game. This guy is happy to take it inside and seek you out.
Now here's Walker. 11 points for him in that last game against the Bucks in Milwaukee.
They seem to concede that shot, and his response is, thank you very much.
Outside Lowry. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Lowry's got a couple of threes now in the first for the Raptors. Up top, Walker. Covered by Siakam. Got a hand on it.
I'll tell you, Siakam has the ability to intimidate offensive players. How about that one? Send it back.
Yep, that one goes. Siakam's got his second bucket of the night.
Yeah, how about the purpose with which he's crashing the backboards right now? Some hard-earned second chance points.
And Walker kicks to Tatum. Smart passes to Tatum. From 15 feet away, and he gets the jumper to drop. He's got 8.
This is one of Tatum's main strengths. He is a polished shooter who likes working in the mid-range.
Walker against Lowry. Pass to Baines. And the Raptors hit again from deep.
Great three-point shooting here out of the gate. That makes 4 makes already from long distance.
Bounce pass from Smart. Tatum against Siakam. Tatum dishes to Smart. A shot missing. Good D by Siakam. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
Well, we're talking about a tough individual competitor in Pascal Siakam. He goes right at the defense.
And the most improved player in the league last season, Pascal Siakam got better in every statistical category.
Thompson, he's checked in for Boston. And it's those diamond-in-the-rough players that so often elevate the top teams. And, Greg, that's what the Raptors found in Pascal Siakam.
No doubt. The 27th pick back in 2016. Now a full-time starter on a rookie contract, just over $2 million this season. He is due for a big raise.
4 on the shot clock. And a wide-open look for Walker. A three-pointer is right on target. Walker's got 7 points in the game.
And he's kind of always had that shoot-first mentality, 4-point guard. And when you can shoot it like Walker, it's not necessarily a bad thing.
Back to Lowry. Over Tatum. And good. Got the English that time as it falls. And that's now 10 points for Kyle Lowry. That's Walker with the ball, bringing it up for the Boston Celtics. A 12-point game. The kick out to Brown. From down in the low post. It goes.
Well, this is where the powerful frame and explosive athleticism of Jaylen Brown becomes a problem for the opponent. Nicely done.
The drive by Lowry. Here's Baines, and the Raptors tack on 2 more.
Building up a big early lead. They have taken charge of this game.
And they've been doing it largely at the offensive end, Greg. If the defense does not adjust, this could be a blowout.
Outside, Walker. Shoots over Van Vliet. And it's Walker that time on the assist from Smart. He's got 9.
Well, offensively, this guy has been cooking. They're definitely not losing because of him.
Lowry looking around. Passes to Van Vliet. Here's the pass to Siakam. Great D that time from Tatum.
And already they take out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backcourt.
Walker finds Thompson. Nice ball movement by Boston. Tatum passes to Thompson. And Thompson throws it down.
Well, you can tell there's a team-first mentality with the young gun Jason Tatum working to find the open teammate. Nice.
Loads it up there for Siakam.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
Smart passes to Thompson. 1:32 left to play in the first quarter. Back to Smart. Floats one up. Tatum wide open. He fires one. Off target from three-point range.
He couldn't believe how open he was. He just couldn't convert it.
Van Vliet kicks to Baines. Pass to Anunoby. Over Tatum. The shot will not fall. And the Celtics going the other way now. Here's Walker. And he lays it straight in. Walker's got 11.
Great quarter for him at the offensive end, trying to will his team back in the game.
Walker against Lowry. Siakam inside. And Tristan Thompson gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. And the Raptors making a change here. Powell's checked in. Here's Siakam, coming off a stellar performance against Utah. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It goes on Jason Tatum.
And I'll tell you guys, the leap that Pascal Siakam has taken has really been fun to watch. From role player to emerging star. And guys, he's not done growing yet.
Throw good, Siakam.
Boy, you look at all the athletes on this team. How about Pascal Siakam? This guy may be the fastest power forward in the NBA. And if you couple that with ball handling, this guy is tremendous in transition.
Robert Williams is checked in for Tatum. Siakam hits them both.
And among NBA bigs, he is known for his ability to deliver at the free throw line.
Pass to Williams. He kicks it to Smart. Passes it to Brown. Got a piece of it. Chalk up 2 there. Siakam against Williams. And here is Siakam. And that one released in time, but no good.
And the defensive prowess of Williams are just effective at altering shots and almost getting into the heads of shooters.
And so it's Toronto holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. And the three-point shot has been big for them. Right back after this break. Thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. Taking a look here at the Raptors' performance here, guys. What have they been doing or not doing, in your opinion?
I know it's early, but all those three-pointers, boy, do they add up.
And that's what has them ahead in this game. Their floor spacing has been just tremendous.
Celtics trail by 8. So for Toronto right now, they've got Siakam. Davis is out there with Fred VanVleet. Then there's Norman Powell. And it's Baines in at the 5. Here's Williams. And yes, it's good. Williams has got his first bucket of the night.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And the pass to Baines. Now here's VanVleet. He's guarded closely. Pass to Powell. 5 on the clock. From downtown, they get it back. Siakam, good. Siakam's got 14 points for the game.
Pascal Siakam can be a menace on the glass. He's got length, he's got athleticism. Look out.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Well, Kevin, after 5 years as an assistant in Toronto, last season Nick Nurse moved to head coach of the Raptors, and the team responded, winning the franchise's first NBA championship. Nurse has been at this for 3 decades. He got his first head coaching position at the age of 23. And he has moved all throughout basketball, both domestically and abroad, guiding 15 teams in 5 different countries. After winning it all last year, Kevin, he's finally made it to the top.
David, he sure has a long and winding journey. Thank you.
Well, on the catch and shoot, Norman Powell ready to rise and fire.
And now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second quarter. Back to Williams. That's good, and so Teague with the assist. Williams has got his second bucket.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
VanVleet with the bounce pass. Powell, that's good.
Well, this guy very capable of capitalizing close to the rim. Norman Powell making an impact inside.
Teague deciding where to go with it. And that one is off. Toronto leading by 10. Davis, the pass to Siakam. Yep, it counts. 16 points for him.
Well, I absolutely love the way this guy has controlled the pace tonight. They've been able to play the style they want.
Brown outside. Ball stolen. Fast break. Here come the Raptors. And the call will be against Jeff Teague. That's his first foul.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Siakam finds Powell. Basket, good. Powell's got 6 here in this quarter. Doris, you've accomplished so much in your award-winning career. What was your first experience in broadcasting?
Kevin, my first experience was I left coaching and they put Providence College women's basketball on radio. That was the first ever game I got to call. It was so cool. Tell me yours. What was the very first? Did you study this? How did you get into broadcasting?
I did. Our high school had a radio station, and the first basketball broadcast was underneath the bleachers, looking through popcorn boxes and legs of the people that were standing in the bleachers so that I could see the court from the basement.
Amazing.
Because that's where the telephone cables were to plug in our equipment. I was 16 years old.
Incredible.
I remember it very well.
Incredible.
Out to the right wing. Outside T. Shot clock at 6. There's Brown with the 3. Another miss for him. Now shooting 1 for 4 from the floor.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Siakam looking around. Rebound by Williams. And so it's Williams who brings it up for the Boston Celtics. They trail by 16. Brown dishes to Teague. Back to Brown. Pass to Teague. From deep. It's hauled in by the Raptors.
And maybe he thinks he has that type of range, but I'm not sure who'd agree with him.
I think we have to check his sanity because there's a number of better options on the floor.
Here's Van Vliet. That's in there. Davis with the assist. Davis has got his third assist on the night. Celtics trail by 18. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
And now, the first timeout called here for Boston. Doris, in 2004, the Charlotte Bobcats became the NBA's 30th team. When do you think we're going to see another team added, whether it's expansion or even multiple expansions?
Well, let's go directly to the most important source, and that's Commissioner Adam Silver, who has said that expansion is inevitable, but right now not a huge priority. So, you know, listen, we've heard Seattle is on the short list of cities that wants to get a team, and what a great city, what a great NBA fan base. I hope someday we get back to Seattle.
So much history up there. You're correct. Is checked in. Hollis Jefferson subbed in for Fred Van Vliet. Williams kicks to Brown. Williams passes to Teague. Nice ball movement by Boston. Just 5 to shoot. Knocked away. And now here's Davis, the fast break opportunity. Pass to Siakam. He can't get that one. Some solid defense from Brown. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Davis. That is his first foul of the game. Green, he's checked in for Brown. Here's Green. Tipped away. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Siakam.
And the numbers now for Pascal Siakam. He's coming off an excellent season. Last year averaged 17 points a game, 7 rebounds, and 3 assists. He's been nothing short of fantastic during that stretch. Offense coming very easily for him.
And so much of it, to me, is his ability to read the floor, make the right decision, and then go right after the action he wants.
Pocket 6. Outside, Green. Boston again missing.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
It's just been one of those games, and they need to find a way to turn it around before it gets completely away from them.
Now the pass to Pop. A three-pointer, no good. Celtics trail by 18. Right side, Green. T with the ball. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet.
And he just hasn't been able to make anything this quarter.
There's Hollis Jefferson. Nice D from Williams.
You know, you can't impact a shot that close any better than he did on that possession.
Boy, whether he blocks it or simply alters it, the result is pretty much the same.
Here's Davis. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's his first trip to the line.
Davis at the line for 2.
First free throw is good. Jason Tatum, he's checked in for the Celtics. And both free throws good for Davis.
And Toronto choosing their team name back in '94. The fans helped them narrow it down, and with dinosaurs all over the silver screen, it helped tilt things towards the Raptors.
And we all remember those early uniforms, those giant velociraptors across the front. Fortunately, they've toned it down a bit since then.
Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over.
And the Celtics, Brad Stevens, one of the youngest head coaches in the league, and also one of the more respected.
And Greg, I was surprised that he didn't get any Coach of the Year votes 2 seasons ago. Think about it. The Celtics overcame injury to make the Eastern Conference Finals. Last season, he admitted his most trying in the 12 years as a coach. Boy, he is looking to get them back on track.
The 2K leaderboard provides us now with this list of last season's assist leaders. Kyle Lowry is second.
Very few guys pass the ball better than he did. I mean, he didn't just have eyes in the back of his head. It's almost as if he had them on both sides, too.
And Thompson kicks to Teague. On the wing, Williams. Pass to Teague to end the run. Busted. No good that time either.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
To the paint. Here's Powell. That falls. Nice feed that time from Kyle Lowry. Lowry's got 3 assists in the game. Teague, the pass to Thompson. Williams scanning the floor. Lowry against Teague. And he banks in the layup. Teague's got his first basket of the night.
Boy, Kevin, how dangerous in the pick and roll situation is Jeff Teague? He is such an excellent decision maker.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Outside Tatum. Baseline try, and the shot goes in. Tatum's got 10 points in the game.
Boy, it's so clear that Jason Tatum is comfortable shooting from just about anywhere.
Lowry against Teague, and he gets it to go. And that's 12 points for Kyle Lowry.
Of the 2 offenses here tonight, you can tell theirs is just a bit more in sync.
And I think because of that, they've gotten the better looks to start this basketball game.
Thompson passes to Teague. Trying to get open is Thompson. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. Kyle Lowry picks one up there.
How about that determination from Jeff Teague? I'll tell you what, lean frame doesn't mean he is not capable of bringing the physicality.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw, good. Teague. Doris, do you think it's more challenging for superstars in smaller markets, mid-sized markets?
You know, this is such an interesting debate in a world that has become, because of social media, so much smaller. You know, I do think that certain larger markets, LA, New York, can be a blessing and a curse. It does still feel like that media scrutiny is a little bit larger. When things are going well, it's the best thing in the world. When things aren't going so well, boy, those day by day, question after question can probably become pretty tedious.
Powell with it, picked up by Teague. Lowry passes to Siakam. No good on that one. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for the Boston Celtics. Green against Siakam. Count that one. Green's got his first points in this one.
Well, the touch and the focus. What a pretty move in the lane.
Pass to Hollis Jefferson. The drive by Lowry. Add basket number 6 to his stat sheet. He's now 6 for 10.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Walker surveying the floor. Passes it to Green. Five to shoot. Lets the three fly. Does not find the basket. His third miss. He's made just one so far. Hollis Jefferson passes to Boucher, and he's good on the three ball.
Well, that's about court awareness. Hollis Jefferson playing very well within the confines of this offense.
And Walker kicks to Thompson. Outside Tatum. The pass to Walker. Three-pointer. Toronto grabs the miss. 1:37 left to play here in the half. Here's Hollis Jefferson. Tries again. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That's on Jeff Teague.
We have seen Pascal Siakam's confidence improve dramatically. This guy is becoming a problem as a scorer.
3 trips to the line so far for him in this one.
In their last contest, guys, he was unconscious from the foul line.
Throw good. Siakam.
No wasted trips at all. They're taking care of business at the line.
Boston making a switch here. Smart's checked in. That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2. Well, the Raptors' Nick Nurse winning an NBA title in his first season. Greg is an NBA head coach.
The first time a head coach who'd also helmed a team in a foreign league has won it. Nurse often reminisces fondly on those days coaching in Europe. And this summer, he was entrusted with coaching the Canadian national team at the FIBA World Cup.
Here's Lowry. Slides through for his 7th basket in 11 tries.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead. And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Here's Walker. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
You know, scoreless this quarter, and it's not helping them battle back.
In the corner, Powell with it. Rebounded by the Celtics. Thompson's got his 7th rebound here tonight. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Powell with the steal. Fast break, Toronto. Pass to Siakam. From deep three-point range, and no good on the last second attempt this time. And so it's the Toronto Raptors ahead by 26 points as we get ready for the break. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. Here with Kyle Lowry. Kyle, you came out strong to take advantage in the first half. Were you pleased with the effort?
Yeah, we got to keep it up. Our defensive intensity has to stay high.
That has led to some great play at the other end. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter underway.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show. Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Kenny, and a favorite time of the year as we're halfway through one of the first games of this fresh NBA season. What a start it was for Pascal Siakam. He ended up with 19 points, 8 rebounds, and 1 block. And taking a look at the Raptors, Kenny, what did you see out there?
Well, we have to talk about the unbelievable job they've done rebounding the basketball. They've sent bodies flying to the boards on every possession. They've been a stronger, quicker, tougher team by a wide margin. And it's that dominance on the glass that's going to win them this game.
And Shaq, what are your thoughts on Boston?
Well, they're obviously facing a hot shooting team tonight. That combined with a lackluster effort on defense, recipe for disaster. Without major improvements defensively, this game is OVA, over.
And that's a wrap. With the third quarter approaching, we now send you back to Kevin and the crew.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Pascal Siakam, guys, really making a difference here.
Man, how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column? Through 2 quarters, he has been terrific.
And one would expect that the defense made some adjustments at halftime, but he has the ability to answer right back.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Boston shooting 43% for the game. Well, we've got a moment. Let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. On the floor for Boston. Around the small floor with Tatum holding down the 4 spot. Walker and Smart, the guards. And it's Tice in at the 5 down low.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Baines, and he uses the glass on the layup. Baines has got the first points to start out the third quarter for Toronto. Lowry against Walker. Brown the pass to Smart. Here's Brown. Back to Smart. Kicks it to Tatum. Pass to Tice. Just 4 to shoot. Brown outside. Good, and Smart gets the assist. Brown's got 5 points so far.
Well, this is a shot that Jaylen Brown must make consistently. Nice seeing him start to look confident, stroking it from deep.
And Siakam throws it down.
And no surprise here, right? This guy is not only a gifted player, but he is so smart on the offensive end.
Walker dishes to Tatum. Back to Walker. Over Lowry. Shot's good by Walker. He's got 13.
We've got to shadow Walker. His mid-range game is on point.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, one of the reasons Toronto was able to win the NBA championship was the astronomical improvement from Pascal Siakam, who was recognized as the league's most improved player. It was the dream of Pascal's late father that he'd reach this level, and his determination to make that reality has brought him a long way from home. Kevin?
It has indeed, D.A. Great story, and thank you. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
84%. That's what he was able to convert on a season ago from the line. You have to give credit to Kemba Walker, who has always found ways to improve his game year after year. Has worked on that shot and tool set enough where he can now be a handful to defend for any guard.
Siakam against Tatum. Passes it to Lowry. 6 to shoot. Shoots the three. And Boston with the rebound. Tice has got 6 rebounds in the game. And with Walker, as he has progressed as a player, Greg, so has his leadership.
And Kemba has been a natural leader for so long during this time. When your leader puts in the work that Kemba does, it has to inspire the rest of that roster. I'd say that shot is well within his range.
I would hope so. And there's the pass to Tice. Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. Buries the long-range jumper. 8 points for Jaylen Brown.
Well, to me, that's excellent timing from Jaylen Brown. He shoots with confidence, knowing his teammates trust him.
Here's Anunoby. He's covered by Brown. Here's Anunoby. It's deflected. Outside Tatum. Siakam pulls it in. Siakam's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. Baines passes to Anunoby. Out to the right wing. Now here's Van Vliet, guarded by Smart. Van Vliet can't get it to go. Down low. Up top, Brown, covered by Siakam. Now Tice. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. It's rebounded by Anunoby. Raptors leading by 21. He kicks to Lowry. The three. Rebound Boston. Tatum with it. Lowry picks him up. Here's Walker on the money from 12 feet away. Walker's got 18 points.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
To the middle. Here's Baines. And there's a nice one-handed slam.
When Kyle Lowry is aggressive as a playmaker, his team goes to a different level.
Celtics trail by 21. Walker the pass to Tatum. Now here's Tice. Brown right side. And there are the Celtics with another basket.
I'll tell you, you have got to have a short memory. You put a poor first half behind you, and you get to work here in the second.
Now here's Van Vliet, guarded by Smart. To the inside.
Well, pound for pound and inch for inch, Kyle Lowry gets the most of his ability. What a dynamic scorer in the NBA.
That's a two-pointer from Walker. Here's Tice. It's blocked. Lowry passes to Anunoby. The shot's good on the assist by Lowry. Lowry's got his 8th assist here tonight.
And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
Walker dishes to Tatum. Six on the shot clock. That shot off, and it's the Raptors taking it the other way. And at home for the next game, it'll be Detroit pulling into town. That'll be the first of 2 straight at home.
Well, he had the defense's attention, dropping 2 threes in the first half, but he hasn't made one since.
And he lobs it up. Tice, no good.
And he saw the play develop, but the pass just wasn't there.
It was a really good thought for sure, but the lob has got to be better than that.
Ooh, he put a little extra on that one.
He does. He doesn't usually finish soft either. Obviously, he can when necessary, but not that time. And it's Lowry with the ball, brings it up for the Raptors. Here's Van Vliet. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Van Vliet's got 10 points in the game.
Well, the increased playmaking ability of Pascal Siakam on display. Pretty pass.
Here's Tatum, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
And the Celtics rebounding well this summer. From the loss of Kyrie Irving and Al Horford, Kemba Walker possibly a better fit for this team.
And with their young core, understandable that they didn't want to extend Horford out to age 37. A revamped roster, but I think they remain a contender in the East.
Here's Walker. Siakam pulls it in, and the Raptors with possession. They're on a 12-4 run right now. Lowry finds Van Vliet. Outside for Lowry. Here's on an open. He's covered by Brown. Raptors need to get a shot off. Here's Van Vliet. From outside, off the mark. Boston's gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. Here's Tatum. That shot missing.
And this is what dominating the glass looks like. He just cannot be contained.
Wow, what a performance. And he's not just winning with physical ability, he's winning with anticipation.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over. And Doris, you played point guard. What do you like to see from that position?
Well, I'm going to go back to the Showtime Lakers, which was my first team that I adored when I was a kid watching the NBA. And the reality is this, Kevin, I love to see teams play in transition, get out in the open floor. What's better than watching Steph Curry cross half court with a full head of steam and the defender knowing, oh, good God, anything could happen here. He might pull a three. He might finish in spectacular fashion off the run, or he might find a teammate for a momentum-building three. Like, get in transition and run, baby.
Changes. Boucher is checked in, and it's Powell in for Anunoby.
Davis.
On defense, Toronto. Outside, Walker. This one for 3. Toronto grabs the miss.
Well, he had 1 3-pointer in the first half, but so far in the second, he's come up with 2 6.
Siakam misses.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
That boy, to have someone back there who can erase your mistakes, what a big-time asset defensively.
Lowry against Walker. A floater, shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
I think quickness has probably never been more important in the NBA, but you cannot overlook the value of strength. Think about a guy like Kyle Lowry. He's not the biggest, he's not the most explosive, but he's got strength and he's got that bulldog mentality.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. And Kyle Lowry, Doris, never shy about contact.
You're right, Kevin. Never shy on either end, offensively or defensively. Kyle Lowry will get into you. He is the tone setter with his physicality and his effort level.
And so Lowry nails both of them.
Boy, Kyle Lowry has carved out for himself quite the career. This guy came in as a dogged defender, and on the offensive end, he's able to create for both himself and his teammates.
Tice passes to Brown. 6 to shoot. Tristan Thompson, he's checked in for Marcus Smart.
Checking in for your Celtics, Tristan Thompson.
defense, Toronto. Outside, Tatum. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Fires the 3. It's rebounded by Kyle Lowry. Lowry's got 6 rebounds here tonight.
He's having a tough quarter, scoring the basketball and able to help him close this gap.
Wow, finishing through contact with a beautiful display of focus. What a job by Pascal Siakam through contact.
Walker against Davis. Left side, Tatum. To the paint. Fires from 14. Tice, no good.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
It's good. Lowry's got 6 points in the quarter.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Here's Walker. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
That is how he rolls. A prolific scorer. Walker's been calling his own number tonight.
Thompson against Siakam. And stolen by Tatum. Now the fast break. Tatum with the ball. And it's Toronto with the rebound. Siakam's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. And here's Lowry. 22 points for him. Down low. And Siakam throws it down.
Not only is Pascal Siakam elevating his offensive game, he's elevating his efficiency. He is working right now.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Inside, here's Thompson.
Well, Thompson just a spectacular.
For Boston, they have gone 3 for 3 at the line tonight.
And when you look at their numbers from a season ago, 80% as a unit, that's something you'll be happy with.
The first one falls.
Yeah, Thompson not really the guy who's going to punish you consistently for sending him to the free throw line.
Jeff Teague, he's checked in for the Celtics. Andre Hollis-Jefferson, he's checked in for the Raptors. And so Thompson nails both of them. And Toronto has possession. Lowry with the ball. Pass to Boucher. And there's the 3-second call, this one on the defense. The Raptors have shot 10 of 11 at the line. Nice work so far for them.
And they had a lot of success a season ago as a team, hitting about 80% of their free throws.
Find the lanes. One shot.
And he shows the focus there, nails the technical. Lowry against T. Outside Lowry. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for it. Pascal Siakam getting it done for the Toronto Raptors. His stat line has been terrific. As the quarter ends, he's already got a double-double. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates, Greg. All about putting them in a position to score. That's pretty.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. And it's Davis with the ball for the Toronto Raptors. On the court for Toronto to start the fourth. Norman Powell is out there with Davis. Then it's Johnson, and it's Boucher in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Johnson up top, Teague covering. And the shot is good from Johnson. Johnson's got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for the Raptors. Here's Wanamaker, guarded by Powell. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. We're seeing some great shooters with length, tall players shooting from outside. That seems to be the rage right now. But when you look in your crystal ball, Dorks, what might be the next player trend in the NBA?
So we saw the evolution of big men as three-point shooters, men being able to enter the league as sort of back to the basket, consistent rebounding forces out of the post, now stepping away and becoming threats as face-up scorers. To me, one of the most intriguing young players in the league right now is Nikola Jokic. Here's a 7-foot guy who is a tremendous playmaker. His instinct is to pass more than it is to score. So you wonder, is that the next evolution of big men? And then the other thing, Kevin, you are starting to see offensive rebounding went away as a focal point of teams in the NBA. You are starting to see teams go back after the offensive glass. Does that continue?
Second chance is a big statistic, isn't it?
It is.
That's his first personal foul. Shooting for Toronto, Rondé Hollis-Jefferson. At the line for 2.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
No good on that one.
Guys, how about the journey of the Raptors' Nick Nurse? So well traveled before taking the head job in Toronto. This guy has shown his worth. In his first season as a head coach in the NBA, it translates to a title. Absolutely incredible.
That one is no good. And Coach Nick Nurse paid some dues, Doris, before his turn as head coach of this Toronto team.
Well, think about it. Early in his career, he's a player coach in the British Basketball League. Then he goes and establishes a G League franchise in his home state of Iowa. Then to lead that team to a title in 2011, join another G League team for the Raptors and win a title in 2013. Really an incredible journey, guys.
Outside Williams. Pass to Wanamaker. Shot clock at 6. Shoots over Powell. Boston again missing. The Raptors have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Here's Davis. Gets it to fall from the right block.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Williams kicks to Green. Here's the 3. Sinks the triple.
He might not have the long range ability of some other guys, but he will knock down open ones like that.
Outside, Davis. You and I were just talking about something Commissioner Silver said the other day about a proposed mid-season tournament. What do you think?
Well, I certainly think if they do move to a mid-season tournament, it's going to have real value for it to matter. To get the fans engaged, something has to be on the line. So, number one, you're going to have 2 goals. Instead of 1 championship, maybe you want to win that mid-season tournament too.
Thomas checked in for Toronto. Patrick McCaw comes in for Davis.
One shot.
And the Celtics looking to bounce back and make another deep playoff run.
And I think, Greg, they certainly have the talent to do it. This is a team that remains on the upswing. They have draft picks and assets. I think they are well positioned for the future.
Wanamaker looking over the floor. Johnson with the block. And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth quarter. Here's McCall. T covering. Outside Thomas. From about 16. And it's good. 2 points. Thomas got his first points of the night.
And nice job taking what the defenders gave him. These guys need a gut check right now.
Well, simply stated, simply not enough effort, not enough attention to detail. They've gotten run over this evening.
In the corner, Hollis Jefferson. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Williams.
Doris, when you look at the success of international players, and the league has a litany of very good international players, Doncic being the latest success story, is the perception changing about these kids when they come from overseas and play in the NBA?
Well, one of the greatest, and to me, the greatest international player of all time, Dirk Nowitzki, a Hall of Fame player, probably changed the perception to start with. Now, listen, over the years, Luka is going to have perhaps a Hall of Fame career if he stays healthy. The reality is this. The NBA is looking for the best players to man those 15 roster spots of the 30 NBA teams. It doesn't matter where you're from, what the color of your skin is. If you can play the game of basketball and play it at the highest level, the NBA wants you to be a part of their league.
And so he hits both.
Well, I think what I like about Hollis Jefferson is he can contribute just a little bit of everything. This guy's got a tremendous motor.
Now, here's Teague. Not a lot of room. Fast break, Toronto. Hollis Jefferson passes to Thomas, and the layup's good off the glass.
Well, they've won the battle of transition buckets, and those easy points have helped them build this lead.
Well, this is their pace. This is exactly how they want to play. A little fast, a little loose.
And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. And a look now at the Celtics' upcoming schedule. On Friday, they'll go up against Bradley Beal and the Washington Wizards. Then on Sunday, they'll begin a road trip starting in Chicago against the Bulls. And the first one drops. Doris, isn't it interesting that we're seeing some teams with more 3-point attempts than 2-point attempts?
It's incredible, Kevin, that every year over the last decade you see more 3-point attempts across all 30 NBA teams. And think about the Houston Rockets. In each of the last 2 years, the Rockets have actually taken more threes than 2s. This is the evolution of the game. It is not going anywhere. There's 2 high-valued shots in the league. Restricted area 2s, that means point-blank opportunities at the rim, and 3-point shots. And everything else in between seems to be getting lost.
Here's Thomas. Williams with the block. And up the court come the Celtics on the break. And the wide-open shot from Green. Busted. No good that time either.
Well, that's just inconsistency from him, and it's happened all night, and it hasn't helped their cause.
To the middle. Here's Johnson. Nice shot from 10 feet out. Johnson's got 4 points in the quarter.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Green, the pass to Williams. Back to Green. Lays it in without an inch of room around him. The Raptors have gone 7 of 11 from the floor in the final quarter so far. And some solid looks for them. Passes it to Green. Here's McCall. Doris, when you look at draft eligibility requirements, it is a very fluid topic with a lot of different ways it could go, a lot of moving parts. Where do you stand?
I'll tell you this, Kevin. I'm conflicted about this because I believe there is real value to the college experience. There's high-level coaching, a across the game at the collegiate level. But I also believe that young men who have talent should be able to, when they are eligible, decide when they want to become professionals. So, listen, I'm sort of in the middle. There are legitimate arguments to be had for both sides. What I hope, regardless, is that we get the best players in the league, and that's certainly going to happen whenever it happens.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Boy, that's a play you just practice time and time again, and that's the result of the work put in.
At the line for the Raptors, Thomas. Taking 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
That free throw good from Thomas. And both free throws good for Thomas. Of course, it seems like Adam Silver, the NBA commissioner, is one of the most well-liked commissioners in all of sports, worldwide. Why do you think that's so?
Well, I think he was amongst the most important members of the staff of his predecessor, David Stern, who obviously oversaw the greatest growth in NBA history. The NBA became a global game. But Adam Silver didn't skip a beat. He is a great listener, a great communicator, and I've said this about the NBA for a very long time. It is a league that is in constant self-evaluation process. It is always looking for ways to improve the league, whether that means organizationally or with the play between the lines, and that's all you can ask for, Kevin.
And his defense, so valuable. Not many can bother that shot at the rim.
Boy, you see the effort, you see the range. This guy prides himself in his ability to shut you down.
Hollis Jefferson finds Green. Here's McCall. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. McCall has got his first bucket in this one.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
To the inside. Here's Williams. Good. And it's Green picking up the assist.
That's about reading the floor. Hits his man right where he wanted it.
Green. Outside, Green. And Green slams it in.
And for a power forward, he can sure get up. I mean, because of that leaping ability, it kind of offsets his height disadvantage.
Poirier passes to Green. Remember the time, Doris, when it was rare to see stars changing teams? Now we read about it every day.
No question, Kevin. Think back to my formative years watching the NBA as a fan. Larry Bird was a Boston Celtic. Magic Johnson was a Los Angeles Laker. The trend in today's NBA is that shorter player contracts, more player control over where they want to be. And the reality is this, Kevin, at some point, free agency entered the equation. It's appropriate, it's fair, they've earned the right to choose where they play.
You know, didn't need 2 hands for that slam. One will do just fine.
You're right. He can save the other hand for the next time. No good from McCall.
Boy, he's at the cup, but that is tremendous defense. Prohibit the lay-in without fouling.
The pass to Poirier. On the wing, Green. Down low. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
There's real synergy in play right now on the offensive end. The pass was right where it needed to be.
Toronto's shooting has just been outstanding tonight. 56% as a team in this game. Here's McCall. Green left side. Outside Thomas. Over Green. The 15-footer. Good. Thomas got 8 points in the quarter.
How about that move? You'll see very few players able to pull off. Just sensational stuff.
Here's Green, and that one goes long.
Not pretty. You just got to shake off a miss like that.
Here's McCall, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for two. First, do you have high hopes for the new draft lottery system to keep every team competitive to the very end of the season?
Well, one of the keys in implementing this new draft lottery system was to make sure that the bottom three teams were given equal opportunity to get that top draft choice. I think you did see it have some effect on play and teams trying to be competitive while understanding they're still going to have an opportunity to build their team through the draft. But here's the reality. The NBA has got to be under review constantly. There's a process in play. It's one of the most proactive leagues in the country in terms of always looking for little things to make sure their game is the best it can be.
Attention to detail, well said. The Raptors making a switch here. Boucher is checked in. Good on both. Austin's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Here's Ogilvy. He's guarded by Johnson. And there's 1:45 left to play here in the fourth. Here's McCall. Right side, Green. Pass to McCall. Johnson surveying the floor. And the Raptors miss again. The Celtics shooting only 35% in the fourth quarter. The offense looking a little rickety.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for Toronto.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year. And we watched them all night long. No one could really stop them. Just another excellent game it was for Pascal Siakam.
Efficient productivity. You love what this guy has given to you on the offensive end. Good job attacking. Those restricted area shots are what every NBA team is looking for.
We've got 33 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. On the wing, Green. Poirier grabs the miss. Here are the Celtics with the ball. To the paint. Here's Williams, and Williams throws it down.
And Kevin, lots of standing around and watching by the defense that time.
And he makes them pay, doesn't he, Greg, with that emphatic slam.
You know, but at this level, almost any guy can throw it down on you if you leave him wide open.
And so Toronto takes this one, but by a big margin. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Kyle. Looked like the